Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side-by-side through turn one.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it. They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom.
Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side-by-side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh,
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Dust on the tires, sun in my eyes. Another damn day, same old damn lie. The engine coughing, road just don't end. Where's the justice, my only true friend? Graceland Shootout, yeah, Graceland Shootout. No turning back now. Graceland Shootout. Hear that engine whine. Graceland Shootout. This race is mine. Cops on my tail. Shadows they creep. Secrets they whisper while the good folks sleep. Fuel gauge low, spirits worn thin. Gotta keep pushing, gotta somehow win. Graceland Shootout, yeah, Graceland Shootout. No turning back now. Oh, Graceland Shootout. Hear that engine whine. Graceland Shootout. This race is mine. What's the score anyway? Who's keeping track? Just keep on moving. Ain't no coming back. One more lap. One more prayer. This whole damn war just don't care. Graceland Shootout, yeah, Graceland Shootout. No turning back now, yeah, Graceland Shootout. Hear that engine whine. Graceland Shootout. This race is mine. Graceland Shootout, yeah, Graceland Shootout. No turning back now, yeah, Graceland Shootout. Hear that engine whine. Graceland Shootout. This race is mine.
You race fans need to buckle up because it's time to go racing.
Alright, and welcome back everybody to the Graceland Shootout series. I hope you guys had a fantastic 4th of July. And we are back tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Right now, just kind of hanging out in practice. Got a couple minutes left of that until they get their qualifying down. And then we will be hitting the green flag and getting some racing underway.
Heartbreak Hotel.
I'm trying to have that play through. Do you have sound now, by the way? That intro scene may not have had the audio adjusted right. If so, that is my fault. I don't think it has a whole lot of audio to it. Hopefully I wasn't crazy loud once I got going there. Why does it look like Live is having... It's Live skipping real bad on your guys' end. If you can let me know. It's being a little funky in the YouTube end of things. Trying to make sure it's coming through better than what I'm seeing. I wonder if I have my microphone set wrong. That is a possibility. Might not have had my microphone sit in the right position there. Might have been talking away from my mic by accident. Doesn't look like anybody else is out on track at the moment. So we're going to hang out here in the scenic cam. Wait for them to get ready to qualify. Alright, cool. As long as it is coming through better than what I was seeing. It was skipping frames real bad on in my YouTube studio side. Trying to make sure it's not doing that same thing. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to play with my live streaming software just a tad. It might be out of sorts. I've had a new mic and program set up not too long ago, so I had some things changed around. Might have to update that. Oh, here we go. Looks like everybody is hopping out on track and getting some qualifying going. Let me know if this is a little bit better for the microphone. Got it turned up a little bit more in my streaming software for you. So right now, the 81 of Anthony Bledsoe holding on to the pole position, 30.929. Philip Temple's right behind him, 0.02 of a second off of pole position. Elvis Presley right now sitting third, 90.957. Eric Blount, 31.023. Richard Sudduth, 31.083. Michael Woodward, 31.106. See if I can find anybody else out on track. I am on the wrong camera. There we go. Here's a 19 of David Cox as he sets his laps. Bill Stanley, 31.123. Thomas Atlas, 31.140. And David Cox right now looking like he's going to set a 31.140. Ronald Piles out there setting his first lap, and he gets into the wall coming through turns 1 and 2. That is going to nullify his second lap. He's going to have to rock with a 31.318. Here's Scott McLean. Yeah, that's my fault. My microphone is set up extremely sensitive because I do have some awkward background audio since my entire setup is in the basement. Used to having to deal with the heater clicking on and off. Not so much in summertime, obviously, but I'll have to adjust its sensitivity a little bit for the nice summer climates because there's not as much background noise going on. I do also, on occasion, accidentally lean back without taking my microphone with me. It is on an arm. I also had a couple of other broadcasts throughout this past week between our bye weeks here at Graceland Shootout series. So a couple of things had to get adjusted for those series. Trying to reset all of my stuff. Trying to get everything back in tune. Alright, and it looks like everybody has gone and put down their qualifying lap. Let me go ahead and find Anthony, drag him down here. He will be our pole sitter for tonight. Hey Anthony, it is Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how are you?
I am doing pretty well. You are our pole position qualifier for tonight. Beat out Philip Temples by just a couple of thousandths of a second there. So you excited for this race? You feeling pretty confident?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a feeling it's going to get pretty loose about halfway through, so it's just going to be managing tires and managing the lead, because once you get behind somebody, that arrow puts you out in the wall if you ain't careful. So just managing the lead and managing my tires. Just go from there.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've got some experience here at Las Vegas in a lot of the other NASCAR disciplines. Haven't raced the super lates here, but I imagine it's pretty similar. So I mean, you nailed it right on the money. It's pretty easy to get a nice aero wash going and tighten up real bad if you're right behind someone. It's definitely something to look out for. But wanted to congratulate you on your qualifying effort for P1 and wish you some luck out there.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that was our pole position sitter, Anthony Bledsoe. Let's go ahead and do our weekly chat with Billy right before the race gets started here. We got a couple minutes to warm up. Hey, Billy, it is Josh up in the booth.
What's up, Josh?
How's it going, man? How'd you guys enjoy your bye week last week, celebrating the 4th? Hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Did some stuff we normally don't do. Did some road racing and everything. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. There you go. Sounds like a blast. Yeah, I did, you know, did a fair bit of, I guess, partying, you know, the usual for 4th of July. But,
oh, yeah, just, well, partying. We just kind of hung around the house and we watched fireworks from the house, and we had a good time. Hope everybody else had a good one.
Yeah, man. We, you know, lighting off fireworks, having a grand old time.
That's good.
But, yeah, wanted to get a quick chat with you before warm-up ends. Ask you how you're feeling about Vegas.
Yeah, Viva Las Vegas, man. Let's, I'm going to go out here and give it all I got. We got some good racers in here, so it's going to be tough. And just see if I can stay out of trouble, finish good, and hope for the best. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, and thanks Parker Outdoor Maintenance for coming on and being our sponsor this year, and thanks to Performance Distributors for sponsoring the car again, and thanks to all the fans and you guys in the booth.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me. It's a blast every week, and we'll be wishing you luck. You're getting a couple of good lucks there in chat, a couple of highs, and
tell everybody. I'm sure it's Diane and who else was it?
Beth is another one down there. Beth. Wishing you some good luck.
Sorry, Beth. Okay, Beth and Diane, I'll try to pull one off for you guys.
Yeah, man, go get them. Ain't nothing.
I'm gonna try.
Ain't nothing more fun than spending some time in Sin City.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at Elvis. He qualified third. He's gonna be hard to beat. So
yeah, he's gonna be quick tonight.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to racing him tonight.
Yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and wish you luck. We'll let you get back to chatting with the guys, and we'll see you out on track.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, and we got just about a moment or so until everybody's going to be hitting the grid, getting set up for our 40-lap shootout here at Las Vegas. Elvis right now, the only one out here getting some laps in, getting comfortable with the track, getting ready for the race. He's feeling rather competitive tonight from the looks of it. Running some clean 31.2 second laps right now. I guess we had a couple more minutes than I thought we did here at warm-up. Oh, 8 seconds. There it goes. Yeah, Elvis looking mighty fine in that number 1 RCA car, as always. All right, and let's go ahead, take a look at our grid, see where everyone is stacking up, and starting this race for tonight. So, starting P1, we got Anthony Bledsoe to his outside, Philip Temples in the 17. Starting row number 2, P3s, the man, the myth, the legend, Elvis Presley, and his outside. Starting P4, we got Eric Blount in the 6. Row number 3 is going to bring in Scott McLean starting 5th, P6 to his outside, Daniel Holloway in the 21. Row number 4 starting P7th, Richard Suddeth in the 95, and then his outside, Mike Woodward in the 61. Row number 5 starting P9, it's the man, Billy Stanley in the 8, and his outside, Tom Atlas starting 10th in the 68. Row number 6 starting P11, you got David Cox and his outside starting 12th. It's my good friend Ronald Piles. And that will round out our field for tonight. Oh, I think I don't know why my camera angle, I keep seeing a weird angle to it. I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. It might just be my iRacing being a little awkward. Let's see. See if that fixes a couple of skipping issues. Hopefully that helps a little bit there. Not sure why it is skipping so bad tonight. And here we go, coming to the green flag. Philip Temple's not making it easy for Anthony to get a nice jump on that restart. He's going to hug to his outside. They're going to stay too wide for the race lead on lap 1. Eric Blount's going to make his way around the outside of the number 1 RCA Elvis Presley car. Going to ride on the wall for a minute there. Coming down the backstretch. Trying to make some time up on the leaders there and put up a good fight. See if we can zoom out a little bit here. Maybe get a little... Uh-oh! Elvis Presley in trouble. The 58 of Scott McLean getting into his right rear. Almost spins him around. They're still stopping. Oh, no! Elvis Presley tried to close the door on the 58 that was still there. Gets put into the outside wall and loses a tire. Not the start of the race that Elvis was looking for tonight. Philip Temple's just clearing the outside of Anthony Bledsoe. He's going to take the lead coming around for this first restart. Everyone else getting re-racked up. A lap and a half in, we're going to stack them up and try it again. Forgot to change our timing tower to show us the time gap. Out here making rookie mistakes tonight. Philip Temple's going to come in early. Surprised to see so many takers down pit road. Anthony Bledsoe opting to stay out. Billy Stanley going to do the same. Take that free track position. Can't imagine that that one lap has done too much to the tires, but I guess we will find out. Everyone else still on pit road, getting ready to come out. And yeah, that is definitely not the start that number 1 car wanted to have. He has not come back out of the pits yet. I believe he is still towing. Hopefully, we see that number 1 car pull the backup out, bring it back out on track, and go for at least a second try tonight. Looks like we are still getting some dropped frames here and there. Let me go ahead. See if I can't lower some of these graphics just a touch. See if that gives us a little bit better view. Yeah, it is registering Elvis is out currently, but he did have to take a tow. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. We may see him rejoin track soon, hoping. Was saying he was in the pits. Now it's saying he is out again. And here he comes. Just in time. Just in time. Base lights are off. One time back around, and we'll take the green flag here at Sin City. Anthony Bledsoe, Billy Stanley, and Philip Temple's the top 3 for this restart. Eric Blunt right there, 4th place, going to be hunting down, putting that 6 car back in the top 3 after not last week, but the week prior. Unfortunately, I think having his race end a little early. And they're off. Anthony Bledsoe with a killer start there on that restart. 6 laps in already of this 40-lap race. Bledsoe sitting about a quarter of a second ahead of Philip Temple, who's sitting in 2nd place right now. Billy Stanley's going to drop back to 4th, try to take care of the car, take care of the tires. He's going to let Eric Blunt try to run these guys down and let these guys fight it out for the lead. Here's a nice view where you get to see just about everybody out on track right now. So one of Elvis Presley making his way through the field right now. 2 laps down, but trying to secure that lucky dog position if he can do it. Whoa, Philip Temple's going to the lead, and Eric Blunt following him, taking the inside line. We got 2 new leaders in half a lap. Still side by side coming across the line. This one's going to go to the 17 of Philip Temple's. These guys are racing hard for the lead. 2 wide for 3rd. Oh, thinking about 3 wide for 2nd. Philip Temple's still our race leader. Anthony Bledsoe, after losing a couple of seconds there out on track, now looking to put that thing back in the top 3, working the inside of 6. He's going to just clear him. Oh, no, and I think the 6 caught a little bumper there from the 58. Go ahead and take a quick look at that from a different angle and see if we can't tell what happened there. It's coming up out of the turn. It looks like the 6 might be getting a little loose. Oh, and just barely misses him. Not sure if there's any net code there or not, but looks like maybe the 6 just got a little loose, and unfortunately the 58 just taking just enough air off that spoiler is gonna get that. Whoa! What happened to Elvis Presley? Hold on a minute. Elvis Presley running the middle line. The 61 there trying to squeeze on in. He's going to tap the right rear, put him sideways. He's going to hit him again. That's going to spin him up into the... Whoa! I've never seen those cars go to flip like that when they start sliding. Loses a wheel for a second and then it pops right back onto his car. What kind of funny magic we got going on here. That looks like it is gonna end the night, though, for the RCA #1 of Elvis Presley. Let's jump back live. I have never seen one of these super late models jump from being sideways to almost on its side. Strictly out of, I guess, just too much grip. Not enough downforce when he's pointing sideways like that. Billy Stanley, I believe, opting to stay out yet again for the second caution of the night. It's going to put him sitting first. Ronald Piles sitting second, and Tom Atlas sitting third right now. These are your top 3. Philip Temples went back down pit road, followed by Anthony Bledsoe and Eric Blount and a few others. Someone not wanting to show up for some reason there. I am still seeing some skip frames on my YouTube side. Not too sure why the stream is giving us so many problems tonight. Definitely something that I am going to have to gonna have to monitor and adjust as we go on tonight. Pace lights are off. We're bringing them back to the green flag this time around. Got a couple of new contenders now. Looking at the top 3. Richard Sudduth playing it patient. Is now starting 4th to the outside of the 68 of Tom Atlas. Got to try not to get these two 68s confused too much.
Green flag, green flag.
Really good restart by Billy Stanley there. Ronald Piles a little slow to get to the gas. Richard Sudduth almost running him over. Billy Stanley will assume the race lead for now, about a half second ahead of the rest of the pack. Ronald Piles in the wall a little bit there. Thomas Atlas going to capitalize. He's going to take second. Richard Sudduth just barely making some contact on corner entry. 58 and the 51 racing pretty hard right there. Almost getting together, coming through 3 and 4. Uh-oh. We got trouble in turn 1. The 58's going to give the 51 the door. Anthony Bledsoe, major right front wheel damage. Meatball flag, but no caution. He's going to have to limp that back to pit road. Billy Stanley still hanging tough. 0.2 of a second ahead of Philip Temples, who is closing in quick. The new tires now are starting to show. One more caution though, and the tables can turn rather quickly. Meatball flag for the 95 of Richard Sudduth, who appears to have gotten into the outside wall kind of heavy. Unfortunately, no caution for him either. He is going to have to limp that thing back around. And just when I thought the man himself was out of this race, spent the time on pit road, got that car fixed, still allowed to bring it back out. 4 laps down. Elvis Presley back out on track. Philip Temple's now looking to the inside of the 8 of Bill Stanley. He's going to dive in. He's going to clear him through turn 3. Scott McLean now also looking to the inside of the 8. Billy trying not to give him too much space right now, but he's going to have to do it. 58 was there. Billy now just looking to hang on, looking to keep pace with our current race leaders. Philip Temple's in the 17 back out front. Here comes the 21 of Daniel Holloway now. Looking to put that 21 machine back in the top 3. Luke Stanley's not going to give it to him easy. He's going to hold him down low on the inside. He's going to give him a little bit of Doran. Unfortunately, it looks like that may have upset the 8 more than it did the 21. 6 is going to capitalize. Eric Blount making his way around the 8. A little bit of space here between first and second. About a 10th and a half here. 58 slowly closing that gap. And they are slowly putting a little bit more space between them and the rest of the field. Billy Stanley making a super quick dive there to the inside of the 6. He's going to take that 4th place position right back, and now he is running down the 21. Billy Stanley with some incredible speed out of nowhere. Now to the back bumper, Daniel Holloway. "20 laps to go this time by. We are officially at our halfway point of the race. 20 more laps to go. Still so much that can happen. Trying to keep a nice camera angle here so we can get as much of the action as we can. Scott McLean still trying to find a way to stick the nose in and upset the 17, but the 21's going to do it first. He's going to take second place coming down the front straight away. Ooh, almost drifting up track, almost causing some trouble. He keeps it down there, and they stay side by side down the back straightaway. Billy Stanley starting to get into the picture here for the battle for second place. Maybe looking to capitalize on the move by the 21 and put that 8 car back in the top 3. Our top 5 here starting to slowly run away from the rest of the field. Starting to give themselves some distance and space as we go 3 wide for third place. Billy Stanley, Daniel Holloway, and Eric Blount right now 3 wide through 3 and 4 and down the front straightaway. A meatball flag for the 19 of David Cox. Billy Stanley looking like he's just about clear. Not quite. He is still side by side with the 21, still clawing his way back to the top 3. He just barely cleared him. Can he keep him behind going into turns 1 and 2? He will. Billy Stanley securing the 3rd place position. Trouble for the 58, sideways out of 2. That's going to bring out a caution. He keeps it up close to the wall, gives everyone some space to get around. Let's go ahead and rewind this the old-fashioned way real quick. Grab ourselves a little bit better of an angle. Just kind of slides it in there a little too aggressive. Tries to save it, can't quite. Almost saves it and catches a little contact from the 21 while he's still just a little sideways. Not seeing, he's definitely got some left front suspension damage there, unfortunately. Hopefully he still has his fast repair left. Oh, he loses his wheel at some point after the caution comes out. Nope, maybe it's still there. It's just kind of not quite connected to anything. Looking like he will limp it back to pit road. We'll be a little bit quicker than towing it. Right now I am reading that the 81 of Anthony Bledsoe, after his incident under green, is now out. An unfortunate way to end the race as the pole position qualifier. Looks like Richard Sudduth still out on track. Elvis Presley staying out of the pits. He's going to take the free wave around. David Cox following suit. Also 1 lap down. Richard Sudduth. Oh no! Under caution, gets into the outside wall and loses a tire when he's about to get his wave around. Big trouble for the 95. Looks like Eric Blount is going to come out on top off of pit road there. He will be restarting first. Daniel Holloway, and it looks like Billy Stanley, top 3 drivers, coming in to what could be the final restart of the race. We will have to wait and see. Looks like for whatever reason, OBS is still not too happy with my computer. Not too sure why. See if that helps it out at all. Trying to adjust some settings as I go. Pace lights are off one more time around. And we will be back to our scheduled green flag racing.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Looks like race control is going to extend this caution one more lap. Pace lights are back on. So, while we have a quick moment before we get back to our green flag racing, I'm going to ask you guys one question. How many live concerts did Elvis perform in his career outside of the U.S.? The number is fairly shocking to me. Elvis Presley managing to get one, speaking of the man himself, managing to get one of his laps back, still 3 laps down. Still a possibility for a comeback for the number 1 RCA car. Eric Blount, Daniel Holloway, Billy Stanley, Philip Temples, and Ronald Piles are top 5, leading us back to green. Beth and Diane answering with 2. I will reveal the question momentarily. Huge jump for the 6, the 21, and the 8. The 8 working at the inside of the 21, trying to sneak by and get that second place position. Looking like he is going to fall just short of it as they come down the back straightaway. Billy Stanley remaining 3rd. Eric Blount keeping his lead. And Daniel Holloway in a close 2nd. Ronald Piles up 1 spot, making his way around the 58 of Scott McLean. Hanging on the 4th. Scott McLean 5th place right now. Philip Temple's a little bit of trouble on that restart. He dropped from the top 5. He is currently running 6th. So, the answer to tonight's trivia question was 3 on the dot. You guys was 1 off. He performed in 3 Canadian cities: Ottawa, Vancouver, and Toronto. The only three live concerts outside of the U.S. by Elvis Presley. And more trouble here in Sin City. We have another caution. The 58 of Scott McLean involved again. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Oh no, the 58 stays low. The 17, not anticipating it, is going to hit him in the left rear, spin him around. And the 19 of David Cox. Oh no, the 68 of Tom Atlas and the 61 of Mike Woodward also getting involved. Unable to miss the carnage. And for Scott McLean being the one to get spun, looks to have the car in the best shape compared to those that unfortunately ran into him while he was tornado spinning down the front stretch. Well, that car looks like it might have some frame damage. He did not look like he was driving fully straight there for a moment. We will have to see what he opts to do down pit road. Back to our live scene here. It looks like David Cox, Tom Atlas, Scott McLean, Mike Woodward, and Elvis Presley all opting to go back down pit road during this caution. Elvis Presley forfeiting his opportunity to receive a Lucky Dog wave around. Eric Blount, Billy Stanley, and Daniel Holloway are top 3 current drivers. This time by should be 1 to go. 4th caution of the night. Just under 10 laps to go. It is going to be a crazy shootout the last few laps. Pace lights are off. Everyone is racking back up. Everybody except for the number 1 of Elvis Presley on the lead lap. 10 drivers with a huge chance to score some major points tonight as we come back from our bye week to celebrate the holiday. And here we go. Eric Blunt leading them back. Green flag racing. 6 laps to go this time by. Daniel Holloway making quick work of that restart, taking full advantage of the jump that the bottom line got. He's going to put that car right back in second place. Philip Temples following close on his bumper. Oh, forgot how to pronounce my R's for a moment. Daniel Holloway up to second, Philip Temples up to third, and Ronald Piles up to fourth, and Billy Stanley falling back to fifth on this restart. Philip Temples looking for any opportunity right now to get around the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway now looking at the rear bumper of the 6 of Eric Blunt. Oh, we're looking at going 3, maybe 4 wide for the lead here. Billy Stanley enters the picture. We got 5 cars all within a second of each other. And the 21's going to get turned. Oh, no. Big hit. Big hit for the 19 of David Cox. He's going to catch the 21 as he flies back up track. 21 towing back the pit road. It is going to count him as out for now. He may return. Definitely quite some disagreement over some space that wasn't quite there between the 2 cars. You hate to see it, but it always happens. It always happens with the laps counting down. Not much time to wait. Now the question is, after this caution, we go into overtime for a green-white checkered. Who comes in and gets tires? Who stays out for the track position? And most importantly, who takes the lead on the lap that matters most and puts it in victory lane tonight? Before pit road opens, current standings, Eric Blunt hanging out front. Ronald Piles making his way to second. Philip Temples hanging out in third. Bill Stanley still in fourth. And Richard Sudduth sneaking his way into the top 5 as we round up coming into overtime. Scott McLean in the 58 still out there after all the trouble tonight, still sitting 6th position. Mike Woodward in the 61 hanging out in 7th. Tom Atlas in the 68 hanging out in 8th. Daniel Holloway as of now being marked as out, currently getting towed back to pit road. Realizing now I also have yet to pull anyone down here for a mid-race interview after any of their incidents, so let's go ahead. Oh, I do not see Daniel Holloway in Discord, so I cannot pull him down. I don't want to mess with anyone's concentration. It's a big moment. There's a lot on the line. We're going to green-white checkered. I want to let these guys focus for this, what should be our final restart of the race, and not yap them up too much. Candyman done for the season. Elvis Presley losing another lap after that caution. I don't think he was involved in any of the incidents. Not sure how he lost his how he lost another lap there. Pace lights are off. We're coming through turns 3 and 4. We're racking them up, and we're trying again. Overtime restart. It's going to be a green-white checkered.
Green, green, green.
Really good restart by just about everybody. The 6 and the 17 making out the best here. 17 looking to put that car right back in second position so he can run down our leader. 2 laps to go. Billy Stanley working the inside of the 68 of Ronald Piles, looking to put that car back in the top 3. Ronald Piles stuck on the high line there through 1 and 2, held on strong. He keeps it in 3rd. Philip Temple's all over the back bumper of that 6. 1 more lap to go. White flag is in the air. Oh no! The 68 comes down. He catches a little bit of the door of the 58. He's in the wall. He's out of this fight. The 58 of Scott McLean looking to the inside of the 17 of Philip Temples. And the 8 of Billy Stanley comes out of nowhere. They're going to get into each other. Billy Stanley looking for second. Eric Plump, the race leader. Billy Stanley, second place. And Scott McLean, third, with a difference of 200ths. Not even two, just about. Man, that's that's a 100th and some change right there. That was a close finish by our second and third place finishers tonight. Richard Suddeth bringing it home 4th, right behind him. We'll round out the rest of our field. Let's go ahead. Show our podium finishers. Kick it off with some post-race interviews. We're going to start with the 58 of Scott McLean, who had quite the roller coaster of a race. Scott, it is Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I didn't get a chance to drag you up here during any of your mishaps out on track. But, man, what a roller coaster of a race it was for the 58 machine tonight. I mean...
Man, I know.
Multiple...
I got involved in some... Yeah.
Multiple incidents. Almost another one right there coming to the white flag. Opening up the door for Billy to fight you for second. You guys finished just over 100th of a second difference. All about the bumper of the car was the difference there. Nonetheless, bringing it back to third. Killer finish. Killer race. Congrats on that. And tell me about it.
I mean, it was quite the... I got involved in some incidences, some not my own, but everybody's racing hard, man. It's part of it. There's just kind of the way it is. But yeah, it was a great race, man. I got lucky there at the end. I got a few good breaks. Billy had a hell of a run there coming up off the turn 4 there to the start finish line. It was a good race, but yeah, it was. I think I occupied every position on the track.
Yeah, I think you worked your way from the back a couple of times to always kind of end up spinning or, something happening, and then you find yourself back up in the top 3 come the end of the race. So, killer race for the 58 team.
One of them was a self spin, and then one of them was just racing hard with Philip there, and I don't know if he drifted up or I went down on him, but nonetheless, here we are, man.
Yeah, man, congratulations on 3rd place. Is there anyone you would like to thank and or shout out tonight for helping put that car in P3?
Yeah, man, I'll just give it up to the Lord Almighty himself.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on P3, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
All right, and that was our P3 finisher, Scott McLean, in the 58. Let's go ahead and drag Billy down here for the 2nd time tonight. Billy, it is Josh up in the booth.
What's happening, Josh, in the booth?
All right, man. First of all, congratulations on 2nd place. That was
thank you.
Quite the roller coaster for a few of you guys out there. A little bit of...
Yeah, it was pretty intense there.
Yeah, it was. A lot of real hard racing, a lot of fun to watch. Quite a show.
Thank you.
A lot of juggling positions. You were, out front at one point. You were fighting for top 3 a few times, fighting for 2nd, fighting for 1st. You were kind of all over the place. And,
yeah, this isn't one of my favorite tracks, but I got Philip Temples taught me how to race this track about a year or 2 ago, and ever since then I love coming to Vegas, and Viva Las Vegas, of course. But I owe it to him because he taught me how to get around this track, and I just tonight just try to keep my head, don't get shook up. Or like Elvis would say, I'm all shook up. Well, I tried to keep from doing that tonight, and just went out and had some fun and run the track as hard as I could.
Yeah, man, and it definitely paid off. I think. I guess in motorsports you get a little bit of luck too, but you drove that thing like you stole it. You kept fighting for positions, and it paid off. You just barely got around Scott there at the end. You guys had a difference. I think it was just over 100th of a second. I mean, it was determined by the very front of the bumper at the end of this race between you two. So
I knew I had to make my move going into 3. Because it was a drag race going down there, and I saw what he was doing coming out of 2, and I went, oh, okay. I said, well, just get down below him going into 3. And it looks like he caught in a little bit too hard, and he drifted up, and that's when I just drove it down below him. So, and it worked out for me, So that was lucky for me.
Yeah, man.
Unlucky for Philip, but
certainly,
lucky for me.
Certainly paid off for the 8 machine tonight.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on P2 and a killer race.
Thank you.
Anyone you would like to thank and shout out for tonight's runner-up position?
Yeah. I want to thank Performance Distributors. Then I want to thank, congratulate Eric on a great race. I was kidding with him all during the race, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna get you."
Yeah.
I couldn't get to him, and Scott, he gave me the room to get up under him, and we got a good bunch of drivers in here, and really like racing with them. And thank Diane and Beth. I did the best I could for you, so 2nd place is all I could do for you.
They were cheering you on the whole time.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and thank you guys for calling the race.
Yes, sir. It's a blast up here in the booth every week watching you guys duke it out on track.
Thank you.
So, congratulations on P2 tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and steal Eric for a few moments.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was our P2 finisher, Billy Stanley, in the number 8 machine. Let's go ahead and congratulate Eric Blunt on a victory here in Sin City. Dude, what a race it was. What a roller coaster for some drivers. You were very consistent. Stayed fighting for top 3 just about the whole time. And tell me a little bit about what got you here.
Yeah, I got loose early. I think because I had a car on the outside, up high, a little bit in front, and the car down low, a little bit behind. It like just took the air off the car completely. I couldn't save it. Just went around good. Thank gosh we kept it off the wall, didn't hit anything. Came in, put tires on it, and got back out, and then tried to stay focused. But what was the turning point for us with that last caution, and we all came in and took tires. Everybody mostly took two rights. I took lefts. Felt like my car was really loose. Like I couldn't get it in the corner. I had to lift to get it in the corner because it's just so loose. It was just floaty. So I took lefts to tighten it up, and it made all the difference. I could drive it in the corner as hard as I needed to. That's what made the difference.
That is definitely a different strategy than what you tend to hear. Usually it's always, oh, I just took 2 tires this time and it paid off. And you took 2, but you took the opposite 2 than just about everybody else does. And it definitely paid off. It gave you just enough space to let them guys duke it out behind you while you wrapped up the race in that green-white checkered, bringing it home first, especially after I know last week was a rough week for the 6 team. I can't remember if the week before that was also rough or not. Just a few weeks ago, my memory's not the best at times. I do call quite a few races throughout the week, so sometimes I forget which ones were which.
It was just last week because we were off. It wasn't last week, it was the week before because we were off last week. So it was a week before, and yeah, we had that awful pit glitch where we pitted and it wouldn't let us out. Held us in pit road the whole race. So, yeah, we finished dead last, lost a ton of points. So, tonight was like redemption, basically. We just wanted to execute. Just wanted to execute. No matter where we finished, we wanted to execute. And that's what we did. We wound up with the lead late, got a caution, another caution. We just had to have 2 or 3 restarts and hold off some of the best in the business, and Phillip and Anthony Bledsoe, and then Scott was there, Sutton, Mike was there, definitely Billy. So it was a run to the end.
Yeah, it was. You definitely had some competition up there tonight, and it did not look like an easy race for just about anybody that was out on track trying to hold on the first. So congratulations on your first place finish. Anyone you would like to shout out and or thank for tonight's victory lane?
I want to thank the team, number 6 team. We persevered. I mean, we had we hung our heads that last race with that pit glitch, but we came back strong. So thank the team, you guys up in the booth for all you do, all the fans that come out and watch us, our sponsors. Just an incredible night for us with the talent level here. It's just to be able to put in victory lane. I think that's just great.
Yeah, man, I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. Especially after not last week physically, but last race week, you know, having a rough week and then getting to put it in victory lane the week after, make up some of the points that were lost. It's no better feeling.
Yeah, we're ecstatic over in the team, and we're going to celebrate tonight. So
yeah, man, you guys.
Hope the fans enjoyed it, and we enjoyed having them.
We always do, and it's always a blast up here in the booth watching you guys put on a show down there. Congratulations, Eric, on your win tonight, and I'll let you get celebrating with the guys.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, and that was all of our top 3 podium finishers of the night. Let's go ahead, take a look at our full race results, see where everyone finished up, and check out some of our neat little stats. All right, so Eric Blount, Billy Stanley, and Scott McLean rounding out the top 3. Richard Suddeth bringing it home 4th. Mike Woodward 5th. Ronald Piles 6th. Tom Atlas 7th. Philip Temples 8th. Elvis Presley 9th. Daniel Holloway 10th. And then David Cox 11th. And Anthony Bledsoe 12th. That was all 12 of our drivers attending tonight. Pole position qualifier was Anthony Bledsoe, who unfortunately had a mid-race incident causing him to park the car for the night. 5 total cautions tonight, 15 total laps. 3 green flag lead changes with 4 different leaders. Our fastest lap set by Eric Blunt. For some reason, not giving me the time. Most laps led tonight were by Philip Temples. He led 16 laps. And Billy Stanley, our hard charger, up 7 positions from our grid order. 41 total laps tonight for a total of 62.4 miles here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for tuning in to our Esports TV and watching the Graceland Shootout series tonight. We will be live again Sunday night, next weekend, and I forget what track we're going to, but nonetheless, you know, with this group of guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. I hope to see you guys there.
You race fans need to buckle up because it's time to go racing.